So I recently received two PCs from a computer company called CLX. Now I'm sure you can see that these things aren't just your average run-of-the-mill gaming PCs. I mean, first off, in terms of looks, they both look absolutely amazing, and the hardware isn't a slouch either. Both of these systems are pretty much the best class of performance that you can get. They both have RTX 3090s, which I did not realize were as big as they are, and they both have really nice 32GB kits of memory, stellar CPUs, and the case and cooling are both really good. Now, the original goal of sending me these PCs was to do a comparison of the CPUs themselves and the CPU platforms that these systems have. And I plan on doing that video, but I'm writing like 4 scripts at the same time, and I don't know what video is going to go out first. So either that comparison video is already going to be out, in which case you guys can hit that card up top to go and watch it, or it's going to be coming out for my next upload, in which case make sure to subscribe so you don't miss out on that. Anyways, I didn't want to just get one video out of these computers, so I wanted to make this video to give a general overview of the PCs that they sent me, my experience with the PCs, and my overall thoughts on the company and their website. So hopefully you guys end up enjoying it. Now let's get into the video. So both of these PCs are CLX RAWs, which are the highest end PCs that you can buy on their website. They have the option to come with custom paint jobs, and they ship in these massive wooden crates that are a pain in the ass to move around, but they definitely keep the PC safe. The packing itself is great. They use Instapack to insulate the PC from the cardboard box that they are in, and they also use a piece of Instapack to make sure the GPU doesn't move around in shipping. The paint job though is what I think most people are drawn to when it comes to these systems, and let me tell you, they look so much better in person. Now, the white build has the Asus ROG version of the Lian Li O11 Dynamic, which looks great, but on the glass, they had this really cool neon beach theme artwork that is just fantastic. And it's not some crappy, cheap plastic coating, it's literally a part of the glass. So it's not going to fade with time or rub off, it feels super high quality and rugged. And the same goes with the other system, but that one doesn't just have artwork on the glass, it also has a finish on the metal, and it's of the same quality as the glass stuff. There's no ridges to it, the colors are great, and it genuinely feels like it's a part of the metal. Now, they have had options to do custom paint jobs and stuff beforehand, but not to this extent, and as far as I'm aware, you still can't order paint jobs like these just yet, but I believe they are coming soon. Now, I'm not going to go over the performance of these systems in this video, but if you do want to hear about that, make sure to check out the sister video to this one, which is most likely going to be linked below if it's out. But in terms of specs, the Intel build, which is the white PC, has an i9-12900K, an ROG Strix Z690 motherboard, 32GB of 5200 MHz DDR5 memory, an RTX 3090 Founders Edition, a 1TB PCIe Gen 4 M.2 SSD, a 4TB hard drive, and an EVGA 1000W 80+ Gold PSU, while the AMD system has an R9 5950X, a ROG Crosshair 8X570 motherboard, 32GB of 3600 MHz DDR4 memory, a RTX 3090's Founders Edition, a 1TB PCIe Gen 4 M.2 SSD, a 4TB hard drive, and an EVGA 1000W 80+ Gold PSU. So they pretty much are just the same machine, but the main differences are the CPU, motherboard, and memory. When it comes to the cooling and build quality of these two systems, it was pretty good. The fans aren't the most high performance fans, but they get the job done and they still look pretty sweet. Both of the PCs use these same 360mm radiators to cool the CPU, which for the most part is fine, but the details around that are going to be for the other video. The cable management is also pretty good, but I think there are some things that I might have done differently to make things look a little bit neater, but I definitely think it's a reasonable level of management. Now, my personal experience with CLX has been great, but I don't really think that means a whole lot when it comes to talking about what a normal customer is going to experience, So I went online and took a look at a lot of their reviews and took a look at some discussion boards, and a common thread in all of them is that their customer support team seems to be pretty good at assessing and fixing problems if they do show up, which is great. People were also talking about their warranty service, which personally, I'm not a huge fan of extended warranties or warranties you have to pay extra money for, but from what I've been reading, it seems like their warranty program is pretty good if that is something that matters to you. Now, before we get to the website, I feel like I need to give some background about their products. CLX is not the kind of company you buy from when you want to get an amazing deal when it comes to pricing, or if you're looking to get a cheaper entry-level PC. They charge a good bit more than their competition on their pre-built PCs, even when they both have similar specs. So overall, I wouldn't suggest you to go with them when it comes to getting a really good value-oriented build. With that being said, CLX does one thing really well, and that is customability. Getting a pre-built system from them is not something I recommend, but if you do want to get a custom PC built for you with very specific hardware or a custom aesthetic, they are the guys for you. From all the sites that I've taken a look at, there is no one who offers more of a selection of parts when it comes to making a custom PC. If you're looking for a specific motherboard, then most of the time they're gonna have it. If you're looking for a certain type of case, they'll either have it or something else like it. When looking at their custom PCs, there are different tiers that you can start from, which offer different features and components at different price levels. For instance, if you want a mini ITX system, you should pick the Scarab. Once you pick it, the builder will only give you the option to pick from components that would work in an ITX build. If you're going for a not so high-end build, then you would go for this set, in which you might not be able to get a custom paint job or water cooling, but you do get to mix and match a ton of low to high-end parts and try to get the best value for your build. And if you want to get a crazy high-end system, picking the raw will give you all of the high-end options that you want, but restrict you to only being able to choose from the higher tier components. Now, one of the things that I said that they could improve upon in my last look on their website was maybe put some sort of indication of performance when it comes to each individual part of the system. Now, they haven't gone and benchmarked every configuration and shows how it performs in games, but they do give you a general idea of how it's going to perform in some games based on the GPU and CPU you have in the system. Now, it doesn't take things like memory speed and capacity into mind, but for the most part, it does a really great job of showing people how their system is going to generally perform. Now, if you do want to know more about a specific part, for instance, you want to see how many and what kind of USB ports are on the motherboard you are looking at, they give you a little info icon to click on, which is great. One of the great things I found about this is when you're picking out your drives for your storage, you can see the read and write speeds, which is something you don't see on a whole lot of other websites. They just tell you that it's an M.2 SSD, but there can be a big difference in terms of performance from a crappy SSD and a good SSD. So it's just a good thing that they make that information available so you know exactly what you are buying. There are some other small features on their website that might deserve your attention, but I think we covered most of the major things. So in summary, I think CLX does a lot of things right. Their customization and selection are second to none, and most of the people I have read from have had a great experience with their systems. CLX is a bit pricey though, so if you are someone who is looking to get a great value build or just a cheap gaming build, I would most likely steer you away from these guys. Other than that, these guys are a really solid option when it comes to getting a gaming PC, and for people looking to go balls to the wall with their next rig, I definitely think CLX is a great way to go. Now, one more thing though, I do have a referral link down below to their website. It just gives me a kickback on any purchases through it, so if you are looking to buy one of these systems and you want to help out the channel, make sure to use that link. And that just about does it for the video. If you have any questions, make sure to leave those in the comment section down below, and if you enjoyed the video, make sure to hit that like button. Thanks for watching, and I hope to see you guys in the next one. Peace.